Mikowski. We are here live from the Airbnb right across from the convention center. And as you can see, we're already hopping into the first game, FaZe Clan versus NaVi. And Mikowski, I just gotta know, how are you feeling about being here like in person, getting to watch these matches, the first major of the year?
This is incredible. This is what we were doing two-a-days for in the offseason, watching film like a professional team almost, preparing for this very moment, the opportunity to cast great teams here on LAN as we have a hot start for the stream, jumping in mid-game, just about 30 seconds or so. Didn't miss too much of the start, but let's talk about a hard start here for NaVi, now being answered by FaZe Clan. NaVi with that first 50 seconds, almost uncontested. Now it's FaZe Clan putting a lot of points on the board.
You know, you love to see NaVi coming out as the #1 team out of EU, and they're really up against some of the best. I mean, FaZe coming out as the #1 overall seed. Quite the challenge for NaVi. I love to see that they already have half of the time capture on that very first hill, but Royal 2 seems to be locking it down at the back of B, heat wave in hand, ready for the approach, and the first hill is going to go to FaZe.
Most importantly, FaZe, look at that. SnakeBite already climbing up the back tower. He's got support there with Frosty. So despite FaZe scoring, NaVi unable to earn that rotation. And on the C side, it's FaZe scoring once again.
FaZe so quick to adjust to that second hill, and we've seen it time and time again. So you have to prep on that first hill in order to quick adjust to hill #2. There's not a lot of time or space between those first two hills. And NaVi now 2 down. They're coming off of those respawns, looking to approach, but oh, Snipedrone, his back is found by Frosty. He's taken down. You want to add to that? Now Frosty has a fresh sniper.
Snipedrone down, Frosty up, FaZe up. FaZe up in this game, 1-0. FaZe at the halfway mark on this second hill. Despite that really strong start we got to see from NaVi, they've not been able to find an answer ever since, as we have 3 down once again for NaVi, but an opportunity here as 3 go down for FaZe. Frosty, last player alive, looking to maintain his life and control of that C hill.
This hill could be so important if NaVi can break that hold, but it's going to be through Frosty, who has the sniper and the repulsor. Creates space, but great recognition. It's zMightys who's credited with that takedown. Taking down that sniper from the tower could be the break that NaVi needed. They're trying to make something happen from it. They're sending bodies. Now that sniper playing hot potato in the hands of Snipedrone. They haven't had the time on the hill yet, but they have the equipment to do it.
Yeah, NaVi is settling down here. They're starting to find their form as Snipedrone finds the grenade on Frosty, takes down, I was about to say their best player Magic, but they got Renegade too. Frosty down for now though. Renegade up, looking to push through on that cut side. Has an opponent, a 1v1 on that dummy side, but they're going to collapse on him to make it, and numbers advantage for NaVi here. Can they turn these slays into points? 3, 4 down. Yes, they will.
And it was SoSnakey credited with that double kill as you saw SnakeBite go down, but the play was set up by none other than Snipedrone, locking down the tower, sniper in hand, and look at how quickly they're catching up on this hill. Now is the point where FaZe needs to worry, but even that breaking pit, Jimbo gets a takedown on Frosty. That could really help NaVi solidify this. 1 round and that sniper left.
Jimbo, been a part of the HCS since its inception. Jimbo at Worlds, like clockwork, every single event he'll be there representing for the European side of the Halo community, looking to bring his team back here in this one as it continues to be Snipedrone there at back C, anchoring that hill. Again, I asked the question, can they turn the slays into points? As now 2 go down for NaVi. It's the flank that we saw NaVi on earlier. Now SnakeBite taking control of that tower instead. NaVi needing just a few more seconds, but now it's FaZe in the hill.
Well, SnakeBite was on the wrong side of a double kill earlier, but now he earns himself the double kill with the use of that commando, and you see kill after kill going FaZe's way. Snipedrone back at the top of the tower. SnakeBite has to drop down to low ground. Now recontesting. It was a trade of kills coming through. Neither team really having locked down control of this hill, but SnakeBite is going to try to milk a few more seconds. Watch this flank though. A player's coming right behind him. There it is. zMightys gets the melee takedown. NaVi need to set foot on this hill and quickly.
Even though SnakeBite goes down eventually, he did a great job there staying alive at Back River. However, though, the dam is going to break open. 3 go down for FaZe Clan. SnakeBite cannot hold the tide for long as NaVi now look to put some points on the board. FaZe with just a few left to win this hill. Mighty with an overshield to work with as well. That could be the finishing touches that they need here to tie this one up.
Imagine NaVi coming back on hill number 2, and there's the tie across the scoreboard. Mighty still has the majority of that overshield left to work with, so no time to waste on repositioning for hill number 3. Takes down 1, looking for the double, and Mighty still with overshield even after that double kill, carving a path for the rest of NaVi. If they come back and take the 3rd hill, going up 2-1 against FaZe, this is FaZe's second best game type. They have an 85% win record on King of the Hill.
Those land shots looking so clean from Mighty. Oh, I love watching that smooth connection. I'm sure they are, especially coming over from across the pond. No latency here today as we are live on land. Snipedrone looking to earn himself the double kill. Doesn't get any of those kills, but the team collectively takes 3 down from FaZe. Renegade, he's a great player, but he's not good enough to take on NaVi 1v4. Magic, it looks like they might just gain the lead.
I'm waiting to see that 2 come across the scoreboard because NaVi are playing like we have never seen before against literally the best of the best. FaZe Clan at the top of many people's prediction list, and we're still watching that scoreboard climb up. I'm looking for the 2. There's a breaking kill from Renegade, but it's not in time. NaVi take the lead.
1:45 on the clock. Important to note because we're starting to get down to that nitty-gritty where teams have to decide, do we play for Hill, do we play for Slays, or do we take a hybrid approach? Renegade looking to take the approach from the top snipe tower. That's a huge anchor point to control here as the Hill is now on that overshield side. So a 2-for-1 scenario. You can grab the overshield. You don't have to worry about rotating for Hill. It's all right there. This game, all right here. This could be the very Hill. I think because of the clock magic, if NaVi scores again, this one's over.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. Only 1:33 left, but the early time on this Hill number 4 is going to FaZe, but 2 go down. That give NaVi the numbers. Frosty is caught out alone, and even though he had the heat wave, he didn't have time to utilize it because the flank came in and shut him down.
Huge. Frosty needs that heat wave. FaZe needs that heat wave. If they're going to come back and tie this game, dropping that utility, dropping that power weapon is so huge. But I don't see anyone from NaVi picking it up. So an inconsequential slay. We always say, Magic, those deaths can be worth 2 there if you're able to grab ammo, overshield, a power weapon, whatever it might be. NaVi not taking advantage of it here. That could come back to bite him.
Literally Snipedrone with no health bar to speak of, but preserves his life, and well done because with that, NaVi are taking back the Hill. Even though he didn't come out with a heat wave, I think it was out of ammo from Frosty burning those last rounds, but the positioning here is so crucial for holding this Hill. If you can lock down that scoreboard window side, you have a clear line of sight across the Hill, and NaVi are using that. They're just a few seconds away from taking potentially the game-winning Hill.
And this, oh my God, Magic, they do in fact score 3 on the board. That next hill, oh, it's one of those mosh pit hills, top mid, lot of grenades, lot of angles to take damage. FaZe is gonna have to play damn near perfect Halo if they want to avoid an upset in game 1.
Can you imagine FaZe coming out as the #1 seed and dropping their first game of the tournament? Absolutely absurd what NaVi has been able to accomplish. Jimbo gets a takedown with the heat wave. Frosty lurking at key door. Watch that repulsor use. Might be able to send a grenade right back, but right now playing patient. Uses that repulsor to deflect the damage that would have been lethal. Instead, he's able to re-engage now. He's up against Mighty, and he goes for the back smack because there's no time to reload.
Oh, the butterfly effect there. Frosty could have been looking at the respawn screen. Now he's looking at a potential comeback for FaZe as they have half of the points on the board. But because of that timer, Magic, less than 1 minute in regulation, they're going to have to maintain positioning in that hill. Every second they step out of that hill is a second closer to NaVi taking this game.
Well, this 5th hill has been really locked down. You see Frosty has the overshield, but a delayed activation, wanting to get the most out of it. And this is the time. Frosty's last alive, but it's the plasma pistol! And Jimbo on the flank at B that melt that overshield just seconds after it was activated.
And look at FaZe would have had that, Magic. They only need 2 more seconds. That entire overshield getting depleted, and now faces are being taken too as SnakeBite goes down. FaZe 3 down. NaVi look like they're gonna do it.
Faces being taken down? Only seconds away for FaZe to get this hill, but the clock is ticking. Only 30 seconds, and not only this hill, they need to get one more even to tie up the game. The clock is going to be the all-important fifth teammate for the side of NaVi, as Jimbo has 1 round left in the sniper, holding down the tower that we saw locked down by Snipedrone earlier. And look at the time still going. FaZe, get on the hill. They only have 13 seconds. It looks like that capture's coming through, but as I say it, Renegade instead is also taken down. All 4 go down for FaZe, and off of those respawns, I don't think they're gonna make it back to the hill. 3, 2, 1, 0. The first game of the day goes to NaVi.
Wow, and it's Mighty with that plasma pistol in hand as we end the game, and my God, that was the image that really set the tone for this series, as it was the overshield being depleted just as it looked like FaZe Magic had an opportunity to push into that hill, prevent a bunch of time on the clock from getting depleted like we saw at the end there, ultimately just running out of time. My goodness, that plasma pistol play really shows the counterplay here for that overshield on live fire, and now it's FaZe going into a game 2, Magic, where they're very topsy-turvy. Either they win by 10, they lose by 10, and we know, especially on land, the opportunity for these underdog teams to take the Slayer is right there for the taking. So
maybe you're underestimated, and they're giving the top teams a run for literally a run for the money. So I love to see this coming out from NaVi. Shout out to the EU scene for coming out, giving us a show already as we head into that game 2. That Street Slayer you're talking about, already the first fight going down. 1 kill on the board. He's gonna go to Frosty. So FaZe, that first step in the game, they're setting off with a strong pace. They have all of NaVi trapped back at sea, but they gotta watch out for that stalker rifle too.
yeah, Frosty needing every bit of that thrust to win that first piv of the match, and now FaZe needing every bit of Frosty, Renegade, Royal 2, and SnakeBite to avoid this upset. SnakeBite with the rockets, but it looks like those will get depleted. Only 2 kills on the board for FaZe Clan, so those are not the efficient rockets that you're looking for if you're FaZe. And just like that, it's 3 going down for FaZe. NaVi, 4 down for FaZe. Right now, NaVi is looking like the FaZe we saw online.
This is it for NaVi, not taking a breath from game 1 heading into game 2. And it was Mighty with the Bulldog, and he's going back at it. He is sending the issue. He's not letting FaZe get comfortable as they continue to hold on to this lead. Now, Jimbo has that Stalker rifle. He's going to trade it out so he has both the Bulldog and Stalker in hand. He is locking down the power weapon utility that is so strong on streets.
Yeah, we saw that develop in the qualifier. Last season, HCS Season 1, a lot of single use of the Stalker rifle, single use of shotgun, comboed with the BR, maybe the Commando. This season, you're seeing a lot of these teams prioritize the pairing of the Stalker and shotgun. Perfect for that long range with the Stalker rifle. And then short range, Stalker's no slouch there either. And obviously, you've got the shotgun to boot as well. So NaVi looking to take full control of the sandbox opportunities. The only map in the HCS map rotation that allows you to grab something like the shotgun and the Stalker, so no wonder here that that's such a point of contention for both these two teams.
No, I love that point from you, because the sandbox on streets hasn't changed from Season 1 to Season 2, but how teams are utilizing the same sandbox differently has really been the evolution of this map. And now we have the rockets in hand. Mighty is taken down. Those rockets are going to drop there at Laundry. So as Frosty rotates through, I'm just eyeing whose hands they end up in. I have to think that FaZe had that position locked down. No sign of those rockets just yet. Oh, I don't know. I thought I saw them. I don't know.
I believe they're down at tires, but the emphasis on pushing there, I don't know, maybe everybody in this lobby feels like that's bait. As we might see a rocket go by without any there we go, any getting used. Instead, we see Frosty picking that up, but it's going to be the same end result.
Yeah.
That is a wasted rocket nonetheless. Mighty's eventually going down, so I guess you could still attribute that to the rocket, but nonetheless, FaZe needing every bit of that rocket utilization to come back in this one. Despite grabbing those rockets, despite taking down Mighty with the rockets, it's NaVi still maintaining that narrow 2-kill lead.
And they've held about a 2-3 kill lead since the very opening break of this game. And now FaZe are fighting from that deficit, finally tying up the game just before that halfway point. Frosty gets a kill. Renegade gets one. Royal across the map. That's 3 down for NaVi, and the chase is on. FaZe Clan, they know that this is their opportunity to push the pace of this game and get back that control. The double kill from Royal 2 before the grenade takes him down. And just like that, out of seemingly nowhere, FaZe go from 2 down to 4 ahead.
Fantastic work there by FaZe Clan. All the attention there on Royal 2 at the B side of the map. Meanwhile, Renegade sneaking up from behind in that tram C-spawn, cleaning up and wiping out the team for NaVi, making it a team wipe. And just when we started talking, it was 4 kills for FaZe Clan that they were up by. Now it's just a 1-kill game, 1-kill lead. Now it's tied at the halfway mark. Neither of these two teams able to separate from each other. And oh my God, the big, important power weapon utility coming up here as the Rockets are up in 1.
Deadlocked at 25 all. I love that pinch and PD on the side of NaVi. Perfectly timed, but 2 are going down for NaVi. Those Rockets are going to be oh so crucial, and that's all 4 down at the pivotal point in the game. FaZe Clan show us why they are the #1 seed. Finally giving us a little bit more of that familiar, aggressive, fast-paced play style that we know them for. Watch out, Renegade 2 Rockets. He gets 1 kill. He knows there's another player at the back of C, but it's actually 2 players. He's going to come away with that stalker. But on the retreat, Jimbo pushes the advantage. That rocket changed hands. That's a double kill. Looking for a triple kill. Jimbo had the 3rd player. Royal 2 just 1 shot off of death, but playing so smart. Happy to take the assist instead of a potential trade, and Jimbo is popping off like what we saw from game 1.
Oh my God, 4 going down for NaVi. Easy rocket possession for FaZe Clan, but they're not able to make use of it. And I thought for sure we'd see maybe a collateral, a 1 rocket, 2 kills, as all players for NaVi spawning in the back of C seemed very pressed, but they don't seem like it in the feed. The energy levels they don't seem like they're pressed. They look calm, cool, and collected despite going 3 down once again. I wouldn't be surprised if NaVi has an answer here. Off spawn looking like the back A, back FA side, as that is indeed where they'll all spawn, and now they have a little bit more open air to work with as they push out.
We're heading into the home stretch of this game, and it's a 4-point lead. Make it 5 now for FaZe Clan. Probably the largest lead we've seen from them throughout this game. They have a fire lit under them after dropping in game #1. And a lot of this game 2 success is due to Frosty. 15 now and 7, double the kills to death, and playing so safe and smart, not giving an inch of space to NaVi, burning that last round of that stalker, and trusting the BR to get the work done. But we got Rockets again, Mikowski, just 6 seconds away.
Yeah, this could be the game right here. I got to give credit to NaVi, though, for keeping it within 1 possession, keeping it within 1 team wipe, especially approaching the 40s. As long as you can keep it within 4, going into that 46-47 mark, you are in this game. But just as I say that, all 4 going down. It's a triple kill for Royal 2 as FaZe looks to put the finishing touches here on game 2.
And this is what FaZe needs, not just for this game 2 to tie the series, but they need to build back the momentum heading into game 3 and beyond. So that triple kill from Royal 2, perfectly timed to show the level of domination that FaZe Clan can have. I don't know if you can call it domination. This is only a 5-point game.
Yeah.
It's not outside of the realm of possibility of a comeback. And Jimbo has the bulldog in hand. NaVi right now, they need to not just get kills, they need to get safe kills because they can't sacrifice any lives.
They have an opportunity here, though. FaZe all at the back of C, and they're going to push out helplessly. Renegade goes down. Shotgun now pushing in the hands of Jimbo. The game quite literally in his hands here. Is the opponent able to sneak away? No, Frosty not able to sneak away, but FaZe maintaining that 4-kill edge, doing a great job there. Just as it looked like Jimbo had the pressure and the slays to potentially bring NaVi back, FaZe Clan now only need 1.
Well, so far in 2023 in this season 2, NaVi has been 100% on Street Slayer, but unfortunately against FaZe Clan, they put up a respectable 44, but FaZe are going to come out that #1 seed are right back in this series.
Yeah, and that's something you have to expect from FaZe, right? They've won so many of those Slayers by 10 or more. Granted, they've lost a few by 10 or more, but they win way more than they lose. Not surprising to see FaZe regain composure here and regain a tie series in this one, 1-1. Let's take a look at the damage and slays as Frosty leading the charge. Royal 2, and look at that, Renegade, regarded as maybe that substitute main slayer next to Frosty. I still think they get a little nervous going into these LAN events. At least a little adrenaline as we hop into game 3 here. Empyrean CTF, a classic battle here on one of the OG remakes from Halo 3.
And you saw the rocket fire coming out right off of the break. You have the rockets, you have the overshield, and you have this sniper. It looks like SoSnakey on the side of NaVi has that snipe in hand, but it's SnakeBite with rockets all the way in the back of NaVi's base. And unfortunately, because he kind of got pushed maybe earlier than he expected, a trade was the best outcome in that scenario. But it's going to be a little bit of a reset here as both teams try to break through that half-field line.
Yeah, 3 going down there for FaZe Clan, but it's not as disastrous as you might think. Typically, seeing 3 or 4 go down is a bad sign. It obviously is, but here we have FaZe Clan all dying on NaVi's side of the map, and whenever that occurs, it's almost like you said, a reset. Oh well, we all died, whatever, right? Mid-map control is still up for contention as we see Jimbo fighting for it, SnakeBite taking him down. This is exactly what we were talking about here. Despite all going down for FaZe Clan, you have Royal 2 staying alive with that sniper, and now it's Frosty sneaking away with the sniper too. Oh, NaVi's got to watch out.
Watch out, Frosty popped off in game number 2, a key part of why FaZe came back for the win, but that sniper is getting dropped. It's Snipedrone who has it in hand, and it's just trading hands back and forth. And it looks like Snakey, who was the previous sniper holder, just gonna slide right over that sniper, grab a couple extra rounds of ammo, but the flag is being pulled. Snakey not able to use the sniper on the offense, has to play a round of defensive Slayer. And here comes the push right through green, mid-swap of weapons. The takedown comes through.
And NaVi has done a great job here in the early goings of this match, Magic, shutting down any possibility of power weapon control for FaZe Clan. As we saw the Rockets trade out initially, both snipers, it looked like it was about to be a slave fest for FaZe Clan. Instead, NaVi quickly making work of them, taking down both of their snipers and taking it into their hands instead. So great job playing defense so far from NaVi, but if they're going to want to win, they got to put a little bit more offense on the board. Looking to see them fight for this mid-map control and ultimately take advantage of it if they're able to put one on the board.
I'm a little confused by Snipedrone's decision there. I'm sure there's a reason behind it, but off of a great BR slay, he kind of ran down to low ground, ended up being trapped in between 2 of FaZe Clan players. Maybe going after the repulsor is the only thing that makes sense in my mind. But off of that takedown, that was the opening pick that FaZe was looking for. You can see Renegade pushing up. Frosty gets a double kill. The commando in hand. Renegade doing a little bit of everything, but NaVi quick off of those respawns to adjust. FaZe Clan so far have gotten 2 pulls on the flag. Both have been stopped short by NaVi, but watch out. Overshield now with Royal 2, and you gotta love that ricochet of the grenade.
I love that he's got the plasma pistol too, because now the counter is in his hands. He can push up freely here, knowing that all of these lanes and corners won't have a waiting plasma pistol on the other side. As Royal 2 looking to take the other side of the map from NaVi. FaZe has done a great job at that here in this game, but it's really to NaVi's credit, Magic. They've done a great job playing defense in every form, except for that one right there. Just as we say that, FaZe putting one in as they look strong here. Renegade grabbing that new fresh sniper, looking to go up 2-0.
No, I felt like FaZe kind of were just like applying continual pressure. So it wasn't like one break that won that flag capture. It was just, okay, we got a flag grab. We got another flag grab. We're going to run a little bit further, a little bit further, a little bit further until finally it was enough for a full flag run. NaVi were playing great rounds of defense, but they never found their footing in order to lean back on the other side of the map. Even in this fight, everything is on NaVi's side of the map as they go 4 down. Renegade ready with that sniper for the respawn. He's got the combo in hand. Sniper and Heatwave, very familiar from the Stalker Bulldog that we saw in Streets.
Yeah, the evolution of the sandbox, the evolution of these superstars here is Renegade. Able to take down one, not able to take down the other, but just as the attention is on the other side of the map, it's SnakeBite putting in that second flag, and now, Magic, the score is starting to reflect the domination that we're witnessing from FaZe Clan, as we haven't seen NaVi on their side of the map once.
And this is the first game that FaZe have come out with a lead in the early stages, right? Game number 2, they had to come back in the second half. So it was about a game and a half of play before we start to see FaZe Clan in their full form. A SnakeBite with the body shot, with the BR cleanup. Again, applying that pressure. I think that SnakeBite knew he wasn't going to get a full flag run there, but he's forcing NaVi to play defense. And as long as you have that 2-0 lead, you can make them play defense for the rest of the 7 minutes of the clock.
Here we go. NaVi finally crossing the 50-yard marker. Snipedrone getting that opening break kill. Things are looking good. But oh, just as I say that, 2 go down for NaVi. Oh, Jimbo has to stay alive here. Frosty has him in his sights. Players for FaZe should be spawning on that sniper side, so more trouble is coming for Jimbo. You have to pay attention here to that overshield as well as Renegade picks it up. NaVi just unable to take advantage of that. Now I'm wondering where the rockets are.
I think it's Snipedrone, I'm not gonna lie. It looks like Snipedrone has the rockets right in front of Renegade with the overshield, but no time for Snipedrone to even use that rocket. Renegade closed out the distance, caught the back, caught the melee takedown, and look which half of the map we're playing on yet again.
Yeah. Yeah, the score could be 4-0, really. Look at the slays. Look at Frosty, plus 10. Renegade, about even. Royal, about even. SnakeBite, plus 5. So you have about a plus 15 spread in slays. So
wow.
it's almost,
yeah.
I'll play devil's advocate with you, Magic. It's almost a bad thing for FaZe because against the likes of NaVi, yeah. Let me sound faded on the broadcast, okay? For the likes of NaVi, you're going to be able to brute strength your way through if you're FaZe Clan. But against the likes of Optic, SSG. G1 maybe even, it's not gonna go down the same way. So for FaZe Clan, despite looking really good here, there's always a little bit more to improve upon, right? I'll play devil's advocate. I wouldn't say FaZe is looking bad here, but it's that same question, almost like a hangover from the qualifier. Can they land the objective efficiency? We know they can land their shots.
Objective efficiency might be what FaZe need to improve on, but right now the flag is out for NaVi. Frosty gets one beautiful headshot takedown. He's looking for another. That flag run is going to be stopped short. zMightys, the last player alive, is caught back at long haul, and Frosty rotating right behind, catches the body shot. So you're saying that if FaZe was really showing their true strength, that they would be, what, 4-0 right now? 5-0? Like what?
100%. Because the 15, that's what, 4 team wipes? Let's call it, round it up to 16. That's 4 team wipe. That's a 4 team wipe edge for NaVi. And I'm concerned because I'm watching that. I'm going, well, which one of those 4 team wipes were we not able to score a flag on, right?
Sure.
Maybe at least two team wipes are needed to score a cap, so that's where I get the 2 caps from, is those 16 slays and disparity. I do believe that if FaZe was playing a much more efficient game, they'd be up big, but I don't know, Magic. Maybe they're just playing with their food, going for montage clips as Frosty, an improbable angle, doesn't land the improbable shot, but nonetheless, it's FaZe absolutely destroying NaVi in the slays and looking to put even more on the board. Frosty not stopping this montage clip just yet.
I'm almost like cringing because Frosty is just doing everything right now.
Did you see that angle?
And,
Did you see that angle? The repulsor to look through to Greenwall? That was right out of Halo 3. Obviously, you didn't have the repulsor in Halo 3, but I love the creativity there from Frosty.
Frosty's doing everything. The snipe plays, the heat wave, even repulsor jumps for unique angles, anything to get that advantage. Both flags are out. We're going to have a little bit of a duel. And FaZe, honestly, even off of all of these slays that Frosty's been delivering, they haven't gotten that flag run through. Both flags are about even. So again, that objective point you were making earlier, I have to agree with you. It's great to be up so far in slays, but what are you going to do with those slays? Jimbo's going to shut it down.
And imagine
NaVi
this.
are dangerously close to a capture.
It might be a 1-flag game. Despite the disparity in slays growing and growing, this game is only getting tighter as NaVi have it past the long haul. Can they put this flag in? SnakeBite has it in his hands, and he will in fact score. Oh my God, I felt pretty faded for saying what I said earlier, Magic, but now I feel like the commentary is spot on.
It's almost like 20 years of competitive experience. You know what you're talking about, Mikowski. That was a great call, and NaVi are right on the same wavelength. They said, hey, you're going to play around. We're going to play for a capture because it's not about the slaying prowess. It's about the flag. And NaVi have another flagpole. They're trying to do it again. All of FaZe is trapped back at the sniper side. Look at the suppressive fire from from Snakey rather right here. He is just trapping FaZe back at the sniper tower. None of these are coming through as kills.
This is gonna go in.
You don't need a kill. You just protecting.
Oh my God! Wow. And this is the question you have to ask. Do you want to end up #1 on the KD list at the end of the tournament, or do you want to end up as the #1 team? Frosty with a 2.0 KD, but it's a 2-2 tie here on Empyrean CTF as we approach crunch time. 2.5 minutes left in this game. Mighty and NaVi looking to push out from a familiar spot here on their side of the map, but look at this. They're getting long haul for free. 3 pushing through. They have the sniper flanking on the side left, taking heads. Frosty goes down. The teamwork enough to take down SnakeBite. Magic, is it going to be 3 in 3 minutes? This is unbelievable.
We didn't see a full flag run or even a flag touch in the opening minutes, and now NaVi back-to-back flag pulls. And look at the side of the map that we're now playing on. Mighty is the last alive, trying to stay alive here at Needler, and using that Needler, a big big win on Frosty before being taken down. Frosty might have been spreeing earlier, might have been sniping, but now he's on that respawn screen.
Yeah. Yeah, Frosty at one point with that 2.0 KD, and it's only getting smaller and smaller, but SnakeBite with the rockets. 2 down for NaVi. It looks like most should be spawning on the snipe side. If FaZe is able to continue pushing up through long haul, they'll block the mangler spawn. So yes, more will be spawning on that snipe side as the rockets go down. That's another trade for FaZe Clan. Time after time, they're able to control the rockets or control whatever the power-up is, but they lose it right away.
I've definitely seen from the play style a little bit of FaZe maybe underestimating what NaVi is capable of, and because of it, they're paying for it right now. Another trade on the Rockets from SnakeBite. It's not going to be enough for FaZe to get the flagpole just yet. We're matching Slay for Slay right now. Only 2 left alive for FaZe Clan. Renegade wins a huge kill just for positioning, but we have a minute on the clock. Could this game go to overtime, or does FaZe Clan break through? Renegade needs to win probably 2 more Slays here in order to make a way to that flag, and it's not gonna happen.
Oh my god, the survivability there from Snipedrone, dead to rights at top tower, and oh my god, he's not wasting a second, already on the other side of the green wall. That nade looks like it's good enough to take down SnakeBite as it is. Can he sneak into the base? Snipedrone with all the attention on him, no, is not able to, but numbers advantage for NaVi here. Map control potentially on their side as well. Snipers up in 25 seconds, but that's when regulation ends as well, Magic. So here you have to play for the flag. You can almost grab the flag here if you're Jimbo and send SnakeY to grab Sniper.
Yes,
I don't know what the play might be here, but it looks like, yes, in fact, we are going to witness a sudden death as 3 go down for FaZe Clan. Royal 2, last member alive at the bridge, gets the kill on SnakeY. Absolutely huge here as the clock winds down to 0.
And that flag is on the move. Sudden death timer is in play, and that means the snipers are in play. Royal 2 cannot connect, and he is taken down. That flag looks like it's about to be reset, and just like that, only 2 captures from FaZe Clan. They were starting to play like they were comfortable, and NaVi came back to tie it up. We're getting overtime.
Wow. In a swing game 3. We send ourselves to a pivotal overtime scenario. Whichever team able to score this flag here is going to take the lead in this series. And you know, Magic, based on stats, this is historical. The winner of game 3 historically probably with what, like an 80% win rate. Did Snipedrone just lose?
Backsmacked. Achilles spine.
Oh my god.
Frosty backsmacked the active overshield.
Absolutely massive. Snipedrone going down with that overshield. All 4 going down for NaVi, and now FaZe Clan looking to push through that long haul. They look a little pissed off.
I mean, I hope they are, right? If you're out there watching FaZe, you're probably pissed off if you're cheering for them, because they shouldn't have let this game go to overtime. They had such dominant control early, but they didn't capitalize on those captures. And now here we are. We have 4 minutes on the clock. NaVi go 3 down. FaZe get the flag pull.
But that kill there on the flag runner, it looks like it might be enough, but Royal 2 answers back with a double kill, lining up the no-scope at the top tower. Oh, he lands the body, takes down SnakeY with the cleanup. And it's 3 down once again for NaVi. Where's the efficiency? All right, there we go. There's that flag. Finally, we see FaZe taking advantage of the slays they earn as they look to earn themselves the win here in OT, but it's
Renegade,
a fumble! It's a fumble by Renegade, not able to jump up to the platform. NaVi with life.
Oh, it was a double fumble from Renegade, and then Snipedrone comes out with an assist. This flag is halfway to reset. Mighty is there. He's on the return. It looked like it was going to be game over, but NaVi clutching up yet again when it counts.
Oh, and I wonder what the frustration energy and tone is in the comms for FaZe Clan right now. You have to imagine they probably are a little pissed off. They had everyone down. Royal 2 popping off. You could not pop off anymore if you're Royal 2. Taking down the entire team collectively with that sniper, and it's still not enough.
Yeah, Royal 2 getting all 3 slays, carve a path, and then Renegade with a double flag fumble. If he had clean run that flag, there was no stopping him, but the second fumble was enough for NaVi to catch up, get the slays. Mighty was there for the reset, and we're back at basically a reset as well. NaVi have 3 up, FaZe have 3 up. Frosty is roaming with the heat wave, but there's too many targets in front of him. He's caught in a 1v2. He has to try to get out with his life, and he's shut down.
Look at the focus from NaVi. Oh my god. Frosty was able to pop off 2 shots with that E-Wave before he had all the attention on his forehead. As he goes down, Royal 2 goes down. My goodness, NaVi.
Overshield.
The answer back, the regain, the response from absolutely being decimated in slays in this game. This is one that you got to watch back and really break down because it is an anomaly here. Why and how FaZe Clan has not been able to win this match, as the pink mist is going to be enough to take down that overshield for NaVi. Again, it's FaZe looking like they have enough to score, but the question is, Magic, will they?
Nothing is guaranteed until you see that capture come across the board. Instead, that flag run once again stopped short. NaVi did look a little bit overextended, but applying pressure on both sides of the map ended up paying off. And Royal 2 is looking angry, rolling into the base of NaVi, only coming out with a double kill. There's the flagpole, but look at Snakey's position. Snakey might be able, no, Snakey's taken down. Frosty wins that piv, and Jimbo now filling in, but needing to play a little bit of a stall because teammates are on the respawn screen. I don't know if it's enough. He did slow him down enough. There's Snipedrone off of the respawn, ready to fill in for Jimbo.
Unbelievable. Look at the teamwork and coordination, tossing that snipe to Snipedrone. It makes sense. He's got the snipe in his name. He might as well have it in his hands as he hits the pop shot on Royal 2, takes him down to low shields. And Magic, I just noticed FaZe has nearly double or triple the kills,
right?
But the assists are about the exact same for both of these two teams. So we had questions going into this event about the efficiency for FaZe Clan, and they haven't put to rest any of those questions. As Mighty and NaVi now with the flag out, numbers advantage. Renegade goes down to the perfect 4 shots from Mighty. Does NaVi have a minimum to come back here and win this game?
You heard it here. Mikowski called it. 28 times 2 is obviously 37. Everybody check your math books. Mighty's trying to stay alive on Long Hill side. 35 seconds to go. He is taken down. That's a big win for FaZe. But there's only 30 seconds. The flag is out at mid, and the return is coming through. I don't think anyone from NaVi is in range. Those grenades would have to be miraculous, and those SnakeBite is taken down to low health and no shield. That reset comes in, and look at the clock. We got 15 seconds left. The snipes now in the hands of SnakeBite.
And it's a familiar story here. Numbers advantage for FaZe Clan, 2 down for NaVi. Back against the wall is Snipedrone and Snakey, but they do a great job. Great trade. Great trade again. And this is huge, though, because it forces SnakeBite. SnakeBite would have been anchoring the help here on the green wall. Instead, he has to push into flag, pull it, run the flag with the sniper. Oh my God, this is absolutely disastrous for FaZe.
Somebody go to theater and get that double kill from Snipedrone, because that play single-handedly is what's bringing us into a double overtime. FaZe versus NaVi. Who would have thought that we would be right here, right now?
Wow. Oh my God. We did not wait long to get some very, very good Halo LAN action. And I really wanted to emphasize LAN there, Magic, because it's been like 5 months since we've gotten to compete on LAN.
500 years.
It's been 84 years. What a sight for sore eyes as we are back on LAN, baby. We have some of the greatest rosters in the world assembled and competing here today. And despite NaVi being the underdog, I saw a lot of predictions that 3-0 for FaZe Clan, but in Game 3, it looks like NaVi has a chance to go up in this series. For first place in that stupid graphic that has all the KD leaders, are you playing to win the championship and hoist up a trophy? I'm asking you, FaZe Clan, because here is your moment to shine.
And off of that overtime, it was NaVi who came out with the power weapons, but the back smack, the Achilles spine from FaZe that forced now the second overtime, and you're looking at an angry FaZe as all 4 go down for NaVi. Renegade's in the back of the base, sniper and back smack, everything. But this run is not through yet. NaVi spawning back at Sniper Tower. They're going to be aiming across, but it's Royal 2. They have both snipers on FaZe.
Royal 2 with both heads of ZMightys and Snipedrone as he earns himself the double kill. Renegade with the no-scope melee, and you have to wonder, Magic, is this the moment they finally put the flag in? I believe it's over that. Yeah, there we go.
Oh my
Frosty
gosh.
and FaZe finally finding the answer quickly here at the very first minute of overtime 2 as they'll take this game. Do we have a full reset?
Wait, really?
Excuse me.
Oh, it's not overtime.
Hold on to your horses, ladies and gentlemen, because we might have deja vu on hand, because this is exactly the way the last game started.
Very, very, very familiar, and it looks like the players are playing on. Wait a minute, wait.
Okay, never mind. There we go. I thought it would be a sudden death reset. That was a little confusing, but nonetheless, my God.
They're getting secondhand anxiety.
It wouldn't be an HCS LAN event without a little bit of drama as FaZe Clan. You had to imagine they had that pep talk in between and were like, guys, what the... as soon as we see 3 or 4 down, we need to pull this flag, prioritize the snipe spawn, and slay one more time. It should be that simple, and it was for FaZe Clan ultimately, but that was amazing. 127 slays that game for FaZe Clan, 96 for NaVi, but 58 assists for both of those two teams. A team like that struggles with efficiency, that's a huge stat to be undefeated in CTF, is the efficiency on the slay department continues for FaZe. All 4 going down for NaVi. This is the efficiency, though. There we go. All 4 down for NaVi. A trip cap in favor of FaZe. Magic, they're starting to put it together. Yeah,
I'm telling you, off of that break before second overtime, whatever FaZe was doing is working, and you're seeing that still continue to play out. Halo's all about momentum, and it looks like FaZe have their momentum back.
20 and rolling on the board for FaZe Clan as Frosty anchoring top blue. Looks like SnakeBite on the other side of glass has that anchored, so map control in favor of FaZe, but just like that, Frosty goes down. An opportunity here for NaVi to maybe regain control of blue or the elevator side of the map, as it looks like that's exactly what they're going to try to do. As they now look to rotate over to C, and if they get the reset here, they can continue scoring, as they do. Reset goes in, but it took 2 resources, 2 lives for NaVi to accomplish that. Let's see how FaZe responds.
You know, I love Mighty's plays from that capture the flag, sacrificing his life for a flag reset, and now giving his life again for a zone reset. These are things that are not going to show up on the stat screen, but deserve full credit. zMightys really is making those team plays. This young gun out of EU is making a name for himself right here. He gets the kill onto SnakeBite before finding Royal 2's frag grenade, and Royal 2 now a double kill. We saw a triple in the last game. Royal 2 above anybody on FaZe is playing with that level of aggression that we need from FaZe to continue on the series.
Yeah, and you got to give credit to Royal 2 in that last game. Popped off with the sniper, had the exact same, almost deja vu-like double kill in the feed with the sniper. Renegade had the killing spree, but it was really Royal 2 with the timely slays that earned their team that Game 3 victory in a double OT on Empyrean CTF. As despite the strong start for FaZe Clan, all 4 going down for NaVi, a trip cap. Oh, no. The lead is now cut in half.
Ooh, the stick grenade! It's going to be enough for the trade because Snipedrone, great recognition. Hey, I might be stuck with a plasma, but, I'm not going down without taking you with me on this one. Frosty has the camo shock rifle combination. He finds zMightys. He's looking for the double. Repulse when the play is not going his way in this rotation. The camo right now with the positioning. So well timed from Frosty. Great restraint and great just kind of scoping over the whole map, not over-aggressing on any one kill.
Yeah, I love how he played that repulsor there to push Snipedrone out of the way. Snipedrone eventually goes down. Frosty does too, but like you said, Magic, great patience and timing with that camo. Not chasing, not putting yourself in harm's way, as it's efficient use of that camo, and as a result, FaZe is back scoring and back up 2.
Here comes Renegade with the repulsor in hand, pushing at the back of B. It's SnakeBite who's going to be on the other end of that BR fire. FaZe continuing to put points up on the board, but A is under contest. So now FaZe deciding, do they go back to fight for A or do they rotate C? And they want the fight. They take the fight.
There we go.
There's the reset coming through. Great team play from FaZe as Renegade is credited with that kill.
Yeah, and Snipedrone, I'm thinking, oh my God, the efficiency about to falter again for FaZe, because Snipedrone, last player alive, almost single-handedly captured A for his team, but Renegade and company had the timing, had the push, took down that A control as they maintain control of it and this lead. 110 and rolling here. Great shots there from Renegade. Perfect, in fact, as he's got the killing spree.
Yeah, watch out. No killing spree is safe while Mikowski's on the mic. So I'm going to take over. You can toss. Okay. Renegade is going to try to continue on this spree. He has 2 targets across on C-Plat. He takes down 1. He has great damage onto SnakeBite. SnakeBite, a little bit of an ego challenge there. Peeking out across, a little jiggle peek and BR. That's some impressive play when you're going up against a gunner like Renegade. Forced Renegade to back off, and now SnakeBite wins the camo because of it.
SnakeBite single-handedly pushing FaZe Clan off the camo. Can NaVi turn this into points? Massive play there by SnakeBite.
The shock rifle's up too.
Shock is up as well, just as we saw Frosty pop off with that combo earlier. SnakeBite, though, gonna elect to play some Team Halo there. Goes for Royal 2. Now going for these other 2, for Renegade and Frosty, are the focus as opposed to that shock rifle. The grapple hook goes out. but the Snakey snipe is in too as Frosty goes down, but just like that, Snakey goes down as well. But oh my God, a potential trip cap now for NaVi.
And just in time, they're down just over 100. I have to shout out that Metal, the deadly catch, quickly grappling a weapon to yourself and then getting a slay with it. What a beautiful use of that Metal, not just fancy across the screen, but effective in getting those quick takedowns. No triple cap for NaVi. Jimbo has to go in for the trade. There wasn't time to get the reload. He had the advantage on that fight, but the BR ran out, and a trade was the best he could come out with.
Now, Royal 2 with that textbook version of almost making a pillar another teammate, right? As we saw him jockeying around for position, able to stay alive, and really force Jimbo, like you said, to take a trade that otherwise he looked to have dead to rights. Is now Renegade looking to stay alive with that shock rifle commando combination. 3 down for NaVi. A back in favor of FaZe Clan because of it. And all spawning C here for NaVi. They're going to have a collective push here out of this C spawn if they're going to have any chance to come back in this game. 1 player split on the side of blue. 3 on long haul.
It was a good run of points there for NaVi. I think they put about 40 points up on the board off of that hold, but it wasn't enough because the early game was all FaZe, and now FaZe are looking to make the end game theirs as well. Renegade looking for those headshots, but it's NaVi coming out with the camo. Jimbo might be 5 and 11, but the camo in hand gets the positioning for a beautiful back smack. The commando camo combo is almost enough for a double kill, but it's Renegade yet again. 13 and... Oh no, this one's on me. 13 and 2. Oh, it was so delayed. The caster curse. I'll take that one, Renegade. But only 2 deaths still.
Hey, but the benefit of that caster's curse is we are back in this one. We got a game. NaVi with control of B, but FaZe seems high on approach. Looking to reset that control point. Frosty gonna put the starting touches on re-grabbing B. Grabs the double. Takes 2, maybe 3 down. Snipedrone left to scurry away, but 2 going down for FaZe Clan in that instance. Frosty is not going to have as easy of a time as he might have thought capturing B. Going to take a little bit of damage there. A lot of grenades potential. As he takes some damage from his own teammate here, Frosty not going to stay alive, so that's one of those unforced errors that could potentially come back to hurt FaZe despite being up big.
You know, I haven't heard the unforced errors like analogy, but it's so well timed right there because you're giving up position or you're giving up that life unnecessarily. That could be the turning point in these close games. So far, though, FaZe have still continued to climb up the scoreboard. They're past that red zone. They're at 212 and counting, and they're just picking off NaVi off of these spawns. All 4 going down, kind of an extended team kill. And NaVi is trapped back at C. They haven't been able to break through on A side or on B side, and this is their last chance at a push.
And right now I'm just trying to determine in my head if FaZe has that efficiency that we've been looking for and asking for.
Yeah.
I feel like it's there. Most players for NaVi are -10, -10, -5, -5, so almost a collective -30 again for NaVi. But we're starting to see that separation for FaZe Clan here, up by a 2-to-1 advantage on this hill, looking to put the finishing touches on it, but no, Royal 2 gonna have to play some heroics here as he's the last member alive. Great spot of that, great spotting of that camo, as that could have been the catalyst to come back for NaVi, but instead Royal 2 shuts it down.
NaVi has been in control of the camo throughout this game. Unfortunately, they haven't had control of the objectives. Snakey does get that reset onto A, and they are stealing B. They almost have that identical setup. They've taken notes from FaZe's hold earlier, but can they lock it down to the same level? They're still down by 100 points. SnakeBite is fighting at the bottom of A, and that's some team fire off of the double kill. A is going to flip, and barring a miracle, I don't think NaVi have the time to set foot on either zone. The clock is ticking. We got 3, we got 2. They're competing on C. The fight has shifted to the other side of the map. Both A, B, and C are up for grabs. SnakeBite is trying to win B, but they flip C instead. NaVi cannot hold down. Even though they tried to copy a little bit of the playstyle of FaZe on that A-B hold, they weren't able to hold it with the defensive ability we saw from FaZe. So some great play. And your question on efficiency, is it answered now?
I feel like I'm sounding like a hard ass, but I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no because, again, against the light, there's levels to this, right? Just like Tony says. Against NaVi, yeah, you're going to be able to get by going plus 30, but even, I know they won by 100. That's a lot, but it's like, I don't know, in strongholds, That's maybe just one good strong hold for NaVi, and they could potentially have made it a comeback game. So I don't know, man. Plus 30, I feel like you should be winning 250 to 50, right?
I mean, I hear what you're saying. You're the type of person that, like, if the report card has an A-, you are not satisfied. You're like, but it's all A's. It's not all A+. Come on, FaZe. There's expectations here. Royal 2 with 5,400 damage, and you're still not satisfied.